Michael Ealy for me? I'm all the way
No,
over here.
actually,
but hi.
no.
No,
We're not
we're not going to say hi. Just because you asked.
We used your little weathercast to get him in here.
My little
Yeah.
Bad traffic?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of traffic out there this morning.
You know, one way we know things have changed, that most of our guests are running late now.
That's
the traffic
true.
is getting worse
Really?
and worse and worse.
You know what it is? Lyft and Uber.
Lyft and Uber.
Yep.
They're all out
Do you
there?
think so?
Think about it. There's so many more people now who are taking Lyft and Uber, and so many more people that are drivers now. So there's more cars on the road.
Okay.
And gas is
That's the Ealy
cheaper.
theory.
All right,
That's
the
my theory.
Ealy
All
theory.
right. The Ealy interview is about to begin. He's with us. He stars in the new season of Secrets and Lies. He's a man accused of killing his wife, but he insists he's innocent.
Of course.
Doesn't trust the police or anybody
Right.
else, it seems.
Stop. Why did you erase the security footage the night Kate died?
I have my reasons. You can't prove anything, and it's not illegal.
It is if it has to do with my wife's death.
Go home, Eric.
No, I'm not giving up. I'm gonna find out what you're up to.
All you'll do is drive a bigger wedge between you and Patrick. You wanted a rift in the family, well, you have one.
So you're saying it's a comedy?
Yes. Filled with laughs and giggles.
Okay.
It's a lot of flashback.
It is a lot of flashbacks. It is. We have to try and convey to the audience that, at some point, Eric lived a different life, a very happy life, because right now his world has just been, upended with the death of his wife.
Yeah, Jordana was in here. She plays the wife.
She does. She does play my wife. Jordana's great. She was great to work with.
Jordana
she's
Brewster.
so funny. Yeah, she's so funny.
She's
you guys
funny.
favor each other. Anybody ever tell you that?
No.
No,
wow.
you guys favor each other a little bit.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah, I'm having flashbacks,
What?
as I should.
And you and I have the same eyes.
You and I do have the same eyes.
Totally the same
That's
eyes.
how it works. That's how it works.
So your character, how do you play him? Do you play him as innocent in your head?
It's interesting because I had the opportunity to know whether or not I did it, and I chose not to know.
Yeah.
So I kind of play every scene somewhat organically. I just play them as they come to me. And there's I try to be a little bit ambiguous about certain things so that you can't quite figure out what he's
You can't have complete certainty because you don't want the audience to have complete certainty.
Right. And then I think that the important thing is that the audience be kept in suspense the entire time, which I think is working right now for the show.
Oh, yeah, for sure, without a doubt. Hey, congratulations on the birth of your daughter. I love.
Yes.
I have a 5-month-old.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
a girl. And when you talk about how within the first couple of hours, you just have this newfound love that you didn't think you could have with your second child, I can totally understand as a daddy's girl, right?
Oh, totally. I was told that she would have me wrapped around her finger.
Already.
And her finger is this small, and I am literally wrapped around it already. Like, she can get away with so many things that my son couldn't get away with.
Isn't that funny?
So it's going to be very interesting to see how this progresses. But I'm so in love.
Yeah.
So in love.
And when she's, let's say 14 or 15, and she's out a little late at night,
He's like starting to panic.
you'll start feeling that much earlier, the fear of that, right?
This is morning TV, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Shouldn't we be thinking happy thoughts?
No, I've been through this,
Have
and I
you
have
really?
other people through this. It's when your son's out and it's a little late.
Yeah.
It's one thing.
Yeah.
Your daughter's out.
Yeah.
All
There's
right.
that
Is that
protective
Yeah.
love.
Is that sexist?
Yeah.
Kind of, but that's how it is.
That's the way it is?
That's just
Yeah.
the way it is. Speaking of your kids, your son is adorable. He's 3 now, right?
3. Yeah.
Okay, so we were trying to find some pictures because they have a beautiful family, but you are very protective about their privacy.
Yes.
So it was impossible to find a picture.
Absolutely.
I have to say, I commend you on this.
Thank you.
And how long do you think you can realistically keep that up?
Not long.
Yeah.
Not long. I mean, I'll do it as long as I can. It's become a little bit more difficult lately because, you go to the park and,
Yeah.
you're with your kid and everybody wants to get a picture. So it's like, just fine. Just don't take a picture of my kid. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's the
Right.
thing you try to ask of people. And
All right, one of the
respect
things
their
you're here
privacy.
for this morning is not just Secret and Lies, but you also are representing the fight against pancreatic cancer.
Yes.
Can you speak to that? And how did you get involved?
Well, I began working. I was doing The Good Wife. in New York, and I began to work with an organization called the Lustgarten Foundation in New York, and they raise a ton of money every year for pancreatic cancer research. And November is Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month, and this Thursday is World Pancreatic Cancer Day. And it's a one-day campaign to try and create awareness against the fight, for the fight against cancer. So we ask everybody to use their social media channels, wear purple, use your social media channels to take photos, post pictures of you and your family, and use the hashtag #InItTogether to try and, because we're all in it together, basically, to try and find a cure, because pancreatic cancer is by far one of the most lethal cancers
and it's a
out
quick killer. Just the phrase
Yeah.
itself sounds like a death sentence. It isn't always, though.
Right.
It isn't always, but the survival rate is extremely low.
You gotta
It's
catch it
extremely
early.
low, and we got to get it early.
Yeah.
We got to get it early. The problem is, because you know, the lack of funds in terms of research,
Right.
is we don't have early detection methods yet.
Yeah.
So we've got to work on that, and that's why we want to try and get everybody out there as much as possible to show support.
Michael, before you go, I said it was tough to find a picture of your kids, but it wasn't tough to find a picture of that guy. When was this? Freshman year?
Oh.
Sophomore year?
Sophomore year, high school.
I can't tell. You in
Yeah.
prison there? What's that shirt?
I know.
Why do you look
That
so...
shirt
Looks
was
like a
like,
mugshot.
first of all, I think that shirt was like from the Gap, I want to say. And I was so proud of that shirt.
You were?
But really, if you look at that picture, what blows me away is the chains.
Oh, yeah. got
Wait,
the
let me
chance,
see it
yeah.
again. I didn't
Like
even...
if you had like multiple gold chains back then.
Oh, yeah.
That was as close to like being a rapper as I could be.
Oh,
That's
I
it.
see.
Oh,
You've got
you-
that look, though,
Got a lot,
still.
you got a lot of cred right there.
Yeah, totally.
All right, Secrets and Lies, Sunday
day.
night, 9 o'clock on ABC. Always good to see you, Michael.
Good to see you.
Thank you for
Thanks
coming,
for
Michael
having me.
Ealy.
Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Still to come.
The Mannequin Challenge.